I'm Chris, and today we're going to talk about painted turtles. Let's do this real quick. I've always had a fascination with painted turtles ever since I was a little kid. Mainly because the woods behind my house, there's a creek back there and kind of like a slow moving part of the water where it's really a big pond. And that's where all the turtles will bask. I've always seen plenty of painted turtles back there and plenty of huge snapping turtles back there. But I've always had a fascination with the painted turtles, and I've always wanted to catch some of the babies after they hatch, and I've never been able to do it. One time my dog found a baby, a little hatchling, and brought it up. Another time my son found one in the basement. I don't know how he did it. I thought it was a toad. I'm like, no, there's no way there's a turtle down there. And sure enough, there was a little hatchling in our basement. And then one time I was fortunate enough to see this female turtle laying eggs in my yard. Now here, by the time I got outside with the camera, she was just covering up the clutch of eggs that she just laid. So I had to do a little bit of research. I had to find out when these things were going to hatch and come out of the ground. Within my research, I found out that the painted turtle is a widespread native turtle of North America, going from coast to coast. And they mainly live in slow-moving fresh water. They've even found fossils of a painted turtle that existed 15 million years ago. That's pretty cool to see something today that has existed so many years ago. I also knew, just with turtles in general, that the young are mostly eaten by everything. And around here it could be anything from any of the waterfowl that we have back there to other snapping turtles to raccoons and possums and a whole bunch of different things that'll eat these little turtles up. They'll even go and dig the eggs out of the clutch from the ground and eat them up. But what I thought was always pretty cool was the fact that they hibernate. And for me, during the winter, that's crazy. I mean, they'll actually swim down to the bottom of wherever their home is, go into the mud that's underneath the water, and hibernate down there. And when they're under there, they're not breathing in oxygen. They're pretty much in a state of suspended animation. You know, they're down there hibernating for months. And sometimes, if it's warm enough, they'll actually come up and then hibernate again if it gets cold again. But it's pretty amazing to me. Now, they usually mate in the fall and lay their eggs in late spring, midsummer. And then the eggs hatch, somewhere from September to October. Knowing that, I kind of set up something so I can kind of catch the hatchlings when they emerge from the ground. And I wasn't even sure they were going to hatch in that 72 to 80 days or not, because sometimes they'll remain in the ground all winter long just feeding off the egg yolk and then emerge the following spring. I mean, their blood can remain super cooled and their skin will resist the ice crystals that form in the ground. So basically, they won't freeze. To me, that's just amazing how nature adapts to stuff like that. It simply blows my mind sometimes what nature comes up with. Now here's a couple of shots of some of the snapping turtles that I have in my yard. If you can count how many snapping turtles are in this shot, great. If you can estimate the size of this snapper that is resting on this fallen tree, be my guest. But let me tell you, they're huge. The few that have come up in my yard to go lay eggs, they have been massive. I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Definitely share this video with your friends, and don't forget to check out some of my other videos. Thank you guys so much.